Good morning. How's everybody doing? It is 9:47 where I'm at. I was gonna wait till 10, but I'm trying to get this set up. Um, I don't know. Everything was working fine, and then this morning I can't get OBS to work properly. I swear, like every time I have an issue with this thing, I haven't changed anything from the last time I streamed. I really think OBS is just problematic. And of all the different things I've done to it, nothing seems to fix anything. It just likes to decide when it works and when it doesn't. So, like right now, it's skipping frames and missing frames. Well, that's part of my computer hardware. So that should be like consistent, and it's not. Because I can turn off OBS and open up another streaming app like the Twitch stream thing, Studio, and it doesn't have those problems. I mean, obviously Twitch Studio is new and it has its own problems, but OBS is so unreliable, I don't even know what to do with it anymore. Like one day it'll work great. I have no problems. I can stream flawlessly. And then the next day it's crap and it doesn't work at all. So I don't know. Hopefully it clears up. The last time I had issues, it was because of the owned or the owned 3D overlays that I had on it, and they were causing a lot of problems. So when I turned those off, it seems to work. I don't know why these apps just can't work together. It's like the people, the devs that create them, are just so greedy that they have to like force you to go with their own stuff, and nothing works together. It's like car manufacturers. You know, at one time there were a lot of parts that would cross over between cars, and now everything's different just to force you to pay more money for it. And I think that's the issue here. So, you know, I don't. Yeah, I see that's the issue because I switched over to live scene where it doesn't have any of the overlays, and it's working flawlessly now. So I gotta say, I don't really care what anybody says, what any influencer or streamer person or anything out there says about these two apps, the owned and OBS. I am not a fan. I don't know what they're doing different to allow this stuff to work, but I honestly just think they're full of crap, and they're getting paid to say whatever it is that they're saying. And I'm honestly, I'm going to delete these things because they don't work. I'm gonna just delete all of this stuff. And there it goes. All my problems went away. So as you can tell, that owned 3D or whatever you want to call it. It's owned. That's what they call themselves, but it's OWN 3 and D. Don't get it. That stuff. I mean maybe it takes a computer that's way beyond what I have, but It has been nothing but issues and problems on my computer. So I'm seriously, I'm just gonna remove all of it. But at least now I know that's the issue, and it's not OBS at the moment. My settings are still okay. Let's get to the game, because it seems to be going well with it. Yeah, I want to share it with you guys. I've been doing some research on the game itself, on Mad Max, and the reason why the WB Play doesn't work is I guess they shut down all of their servers. And a lot of the problems that are in game with it not saving or not loading or not accessible in game is because WB themselves shut down the servers. So they literally created this game, and they're still selling this game, and it's broken, and they have no intention on fixing it. So we're just going to have to deal with it how it is. There are some patches that a couple of modders have created using saved files with everything unlocked. But I don't want to get into that until I get to that point, because apparently there's like the last level or last boss or something you can't do anything with because of the way the WB servers are. So you have to get this saved file that has it unlocked that was made prior to the removal of these servers. So, all right, well, let's get started, I guess. Go ahead and load the game. I've also found issues with saving two different games. The other game tends to drop stuff that I've completed, like tasks that I've completed. It just drops them when you switch to this game, and vice versa. So things that I've already done, I have to redo. Whatever. It's still a fun game.
We sit safe in the car.
Yeah, so there's the storm coming, and we're good in this car. It's once you get the jack built, it's fairly armored enough to deal with the storms. So what I'm gonna do, I've got to deal with Gut Gash's place first, and I don't want to be in an outpost when the storm hits. It's coming from this direction. Let's go take out one of these camps. No, I'm not. This game's not ready for that yet. I need to upgrade some stuff. Alright, let's head to Jeets. We'll go to Jeets, and then I can deal with the stuff out there. And we might possibly outrun the storm. I don't know. Doesn't look like it though. It's getting pretty bad. I have these crazy huge like fluorescent lights. I need to change them, but I don't have the money for that right now. I'm gonna remove them and do like do some LEDs. Turn the volume down on my headphones. and then it shouldn't be too bad. But they're right above my screen. So if they're on, you can't see anything that gets like get somewhere. This car is not holding up. I honestly don't know where I am. So I can't dip in and see
Jesus, strange. Thirsty.
whoa. Oh. Ah! Get back in the car. Dude, these storms are no joke, man. Oh, I think I see it. Close. Dude, that's way harder
We're
than
still whole.
I expected it to be.
You're it, huh? I'm getting impatient here.
It is what it is. And it's all pretty bad.
Hey,
Alright, what's he complaining
decent
about
car you
up
got
here?
there.
I thought I did everything for him already.
Won't make it long out here without some armor.
That's odd off. Bet you need to keep her filled with a steady diet of
Oh,
primo
that's okay.
ammunition.
I gotta go get the
Always need
powder
ammo.
guy.
Keep talking.
There's something brewing out there. War boys from Gastown are tightening the noose fierce-like. I hear their leader Scrotus got his gumball sawed up by some wild deuce. This land is about to be scorched by Gastown wrath. Our weapons won't do. I need powder. Black, deadly, and smoky.
And that's where I come in, huh?
Now, listen! One of my people was taken by thrall rustlers sometime past. He sprang himself back here, told me a prisoner there knows the recipe for black powder. You go get me this prisoner, alive and talkative, and he tells me the specs for cooking up the powder.
So I gotta go to these caves and find this guy. It's fairly simple. Yeah.
There. Mark their hideout for you.
Sorry, I was doing something on my phone. I had to save a few websites on there
Let me
so I could close them out. I gotta go and get this guy's
I see it.
prisoner.
If the threat of Lord Scrotus is lessened, it
great tidings for us.
Let's see, it's over here, I think. Yeah, right there. Oh, can I fast travel to there? Oh, I guess I cannot. Oh, I can go to Chums. Okay. I didn't know you could fast travel to that spot. Okay, so you can travel in here, but everything in here seems to be like damaged and blocked off, so I don't think we'll ever use this place again. I mean, there's something going on in there. I guess it's just all trashed. It's a shame that you can't. I mean, I don't know. I haven't played the game long enough. It's a shame you can't like fix this place up again, because it was kind of a cool spot. I don't think I've done this one yet. Let's go ahead and knock it out. Have I? No. Let's go ahead and do this one.
But do you have a plan?
No, I have not been here yet. Oh, I don't even have this one in my other game. Yeah, okay.
So it began.
There's just one car, guy.
Jade. Best make good on our deal.
Okie dokie. This view kind of reminds me of the Frost Punk when you go up in the balloon to send out people. See, I missed something there. I don't know what that is. Oh. Yeah, see, if you don't spot it in here, it doesn't put it on the map. I was thinking it still put it on the map, but it does not at all. Whew. Well, it's New Year's Eve already. Happy New Year's, everyone. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening and a fresh new start to the new year. Huh.
Don't run away!
I'm not gonna run away. I'm coming over here to blow your car up.
Let me get my hands on you!
Oh crap. Now I'm gonna kick your ass and blow your car up. Oh, I don't have any ammo, huh? Oh, I do. That was my last one, I guess. Well, how am I supposed to get the parts out of that? That was odd. I've never had them disappear that fast.
Right here. Bad feeling about this place.
Let's see, there should be a... something over here. Is it this place?
Stay put.
Certainly, yes. You know I would never leave her side.
Where'd it go? No. There we go. Eat it. That's weird. It doesn't show him eat the lizard, but it'll show him eat a rat. Or maggots.
See? They come o'er the horizon.
I don't have any water. Alright, stop me getting food. Did I get him? I took them all out. Nope. Still got that guy.
This hideout. What can you tell me about it?
I don't know. Too many nooks, tunnels, dugouts to say for sure.
Better find the right one.
Oh man. She's gonna blow up.
In for the kill! Richard, do something!
Going.
Now I'm out of ships.
No, I'd be done if I had some better tools. The sacred white fire joined together with the sacrament of the piston.
Might be able to roll up closer in this.
Do you mean to ruin all our work?
Well, I'm not trying to ruin our work. I'm trying to blow that car up. Just these cars are difficult to like to control. Explosions! I'll have to watch that sometime. Idiocracy. It's a good one. I think our society is pretty much getting to that point. We're so dumb and gullible that everybody's being deceived by a few people.
I'll keep an eye on it.
That's the quickest way to deal with them. If you can get them all to come out like that, that's how I usually do it at these places. Alright, where's the water at? I thought there was water at this place. Where's the water? Oh, right there behind me.
When I spied you racing so
Oh,
deftly
right.
with onlookers, oh, I knew you were special. So unlike those savages, and hardest, with taste. Oh, I think I see it, Saint.
Careful. I'll be watching.
I think there's a sniper in here. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I saw it, Glenn.
Oh no, I'm out of ammo. Alright, we're gonna have to go in.
Sir,
Bring him
convoy
out.
of epic proportions.
Essential. There must be an entrance nearby.
Lo, the scorching lamp rises.
Cool, got some rounds. Anything else? No.
Hear that? Watch out! A gas counter!
I'll pick it up. Alright, nothing but traps going that way. If you go this way... I mean, they both go to the same place, but that one's full of traps and people, whereas this one's just got a couple people in it. And then you gotta beat the main guy down.
Right back, do ya? You're done!
I mean, the fighting is fairly simple in this game. It's just left click to punch, and then a right click. What you do? Cooper walked right through that thing. So it's left click to like punch, kick, stomp, and then it's a right click to like block or counter. So fairly simple. Yeah, I'm getting close. So yeah. Why can't I move up this? What's going on here? It's like sliding backwards. Why is it moving me around? As soon as I get in that area, I've never had this problem before, not in another game anyways. As soon as I get into that area over there, my character just starts shifting. Like it won't go straight. See, like that. Now it's like it's shifting. As if I'm running up against a wall. That's forward. I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna have to... I don't want to reload the game and reload everything. See, I can't go past it. It just moves me. Now I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck here. What the cuss is going on? See, I hit this point and then my character just starts moving like in weird directions. I wonder if I need to like... I don't know how these games like work and load and stuff. I mean, I don't know if I go out of the cave if it resets or what. I don't want to reset the game. It takes too long to do all of that stuff. I mean, it's going to be quicker to just leave the cave. But see, I don't know if it's already loaded. Or if, like, you reach a point and it loads. Like, some games you go through, like, a door or something, and then it loads that area inside. And you can leave and go back in if there's a problem. It reloads the thing. I don't think this game is that way. I think once it's loaded, that's it. Like, the game is loaded. See what happens. No, it went through fine this time. I can't see. That's gonna get me. Oh, yep, there we go. I gotta restart anyways. Maybe it'll work better. Maybe this will like actually reload it. But it takes you outside of the cave, so I have to redo everything.
Keep an eye on the car.
Oh man.
I will protect
I
yourself.
had some new coffee this morning. My in-laws, I don't know, for Christmas they get the weirdest stuff. And my mother-in-law, she knows that I like Star Wars, or at least, you know, I was always a fan of Star Wars. I'm not really a fan of the commercialization of it so heavily like Disney has done. So I don't like all the new Star Wars stuff. I'm not a fan of The Mandalorian. I'm not a fan of all the other weird things. I like Star Wars. I'm freaking old. I'm not a kid. I don't like all the modern like weird stuff. To me it's weird. You know, like kids love it. My daughter loves all the new Star Wars stuff. I don't. I think they've ruined it.
What was that?
But she heard, oh, you like Star Wars, so then I think I told you guys the story of her buying me all these Star Wars glasses and stuff, and then every year I got like the same ones. And so this year, she still tries to get me like Star Wars stuff. Honestly, I would rather not get gifts at all. I don't even celebrate Christmas. My wife's family does. And I really wouldn't even bother with it. But it, you know, she enjoys it. My daughter enjoys it. So, you know, who am I to take that away from them? I do my own thing, you know, and they do their Christmas thing, and we all enjoy it together. I just have different beliefs than they do, and so, you know, no big deal. But I would honestly, instead of somebody wasting money on something I would never use, I would rather them just give me a gift card with the amount that they want to spend that year, or B, don't get me anything at all, because it doesn't really bother me to not get anything. Like, my wife doesn't really get me anything because she knows that I don't really want anything for the holidays. And I have water, I have full life. Okay. So she knows that if I'm okay with just getting whatever, you know, if she gets me something, it's usually something that I really need, or she's gonna like, oh crap, these guys both have weapons. Ah, get away, get away, get away, get away. Shit, I can't do anything right now. I'm like half dead. And so, you know, I just tell her, you know, don't get me anything. And so she doesn't, and I'm okay with that. I know some people, they'd lose their crap. Like her brother, if you don't get him something for Christmas, he loses his crap, dude. Like he lives for the gifts or something, you know?
Let me get my hands on you!
Oh, I did have a round. It didn't really help. But it'll give me a weapon. Oh. As long as you can get rid of his shield, you can beat him. But like I was saying, so this year they got me Star Wars coffee. And I thought, alright, whatever. At least it's coffee. You know what I mean? It's something I can drink. That was the most rock gut, nasty ass stuff I've ever had in my life. It was worse than Starbucks. Like, 1,000,000 times over. It literally just tasted like
who knows how to cook powder here.
a dirty,
I'll get you out of here.
like a dirty, bitter tea.
Yes.
It was super weak. It had no
As you killed those two.
body to it, and I was just
They call
like,
me
"What
Bus
is
Captain.
this?"
Hail from
So
the
I
bullet
thought,
farm.
well, maybe I just didn't put enough in the machine to make it right, you know. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna put extra. Oh, I do have one. So I thought, well, I'll just put some more in the machine. I'll make it even darker, and then I should be good. And it still made me want to vomit.
Jake's lighthouse. They're waiting for you.
Righto. I'm going now.
So I had that this morning, and it was awful. I had to dump it out twice, and now I've got my coffee. I like to drink Pete's, and I like the Major Dickinson blend because it's dark. It's a dark roast, but it has good flavor. It's not just bitter or anything. And sure, I mean, I add a little bit of sugar and creamer to it. And I don't do a lot, not like my wife, where she'll dump creamer. It's mostly just creamer, more creamer than coffee. But you know, it's got good flavor. I like a dark coffee. But yeah, as far as like Christmas and like birthdays and stuff go, I don't really do any of that stuff. But if people like are gonna insist on getting me gifts, man, at least give me something I'll use. And because I feel bad throwing it away, because it was a gift. You know what I mean? That's the thought that counts, kind of thing. So, in a way, I don't want to like just trash it because you know, they took the time to give me a gift, in which I'm thankful for. But I literally, like, I've started putting stuff in boxes
You'll dry out your radiator.
because I don't use any of it. So I have 2 or 3 boxes full of Christmas gifts that I'll never ever use. And yeah, it's starting to add up a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to throw them away. But like I said, I hate doing that. So. Whoa, 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 whoa! Slow it down there. Oh! I'm on fire.
Stop the dastardly run!
Whoa, no, don't get on here. I don't have any ammo. I've got to run you into something.
She won't hold! Hey, I was gonna kill him!
He said, "Hey, I was gonna kill him." That's a first. I hadn't heard that one before. That's pretty good. Hey, I was gonna kill him. Oh, we got some project parts here. What do we get? Cleanup crew. All right. Some of them show up on the map, others do not. Okay, this is all looted. No, it's not. There's ammo right here. Alright, now I think we're good. I walked to the office this morning and my cat outside tried to jump up and grab my food because I was carrying a sandwich over here. And
Their lead
Oh,
truck carries a great and powerful artifact. Its hood.
so he spilled.
Serve us well to wield such a mysterious force. Yes, even the littlest ones are armored up.
Yeah, if you don't land straight, it damages the car. But anyway, so the cat flipping knocks my coffee over and spills it all over me. So I'm literally sitting here in my underwear. I was just thinking, you know, if I was a woman, I'd have all kinds of viewers right now. Especially since Twitch had updated their policy on nudity and stuff.
Hey, that one-armed little cooker boy arrived. Come up here.
Oh, it brought me back here. I'm okay with that.
Fixes up some explosives.
We know how to cook that powder, but we don't have the makings. We got coal, but sulfur, you gotta recon a source for that. And then, something that we can't mine, salty peat. Gotta farm that. Frozen pissing on corpses. You gotta find sulfur and peat.
No. I bring you the prisoner. You get me ammo. That's the deal.
Take these. It's all I got. Need more, you get me more sulfur and peat.
All right.
My scouts
I have
report
not
some
found
shots
that
down
yet.
at Mike
Like any of this.
I'll mark
Like
anything
I
find
know where the
red
sulfur
flares.
and stuff is. But as soon as I like got to this point in the game, all the sulfur that I found disappeared.
Kidney rot. Nobody goes out. Doing rocks and roads and busting.
Alright. So now I can get ammo when I come in here. I need to get the oil and the water set up. That way every time I pull in, I can fuel up my car, get water, and get ammo, and then head back out. Which is kind of like the point of these strongholds.
They say you're deadly.
In my other game, yeah, there it is. I was able to build this scrap pile here. I don't think, yeah, I don't have enough. I've got to get 500 scrap. And then the next one unlocks above it, and you got to have 1,000 scrap for that one. At first I thought, well, it's a waste of scrap because I could use all that scrap to like upgrade my car, but it actually helped because it unlocked a bunch of stuff, so it's worth it to do it. Alright, where to? Let's just start knocking down these scarecrows and stuff.
If the threat of Lord Scrotus is lessened, it will mean great tidings for us. War party!
Do I have any ammo? Take out this sniper. I do.
How to get in there?
Oh, holy, holy!
But I think there's more. He's slow driving it, but he can still drive it while you're in it, which helps tremendously. Pretty sure there's another sniper somewhere. Just don't recall where. Alright. Move it there, chummy. It's time for me to drive. There you go. Where did the guy go? He jumped down or something. It's fun grabbing him with the harpoon. Takes a long time to to reload the harpoon until you upgrade it. Oh yeah, there's some more in there. Whoa, he went flying. Alright.
Keep an eye out. No surprises.
Yes, gladly. It is my sacred place.
Now to find all the scrap and shut everything down. I think, what is this place? Oil pump. Okay, so I gotta destroy the oil pump. Wait, do I have? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I just started upgrading this stuff in my other game. Because I was just going to town, you know, I wasn't really upgrading Max or any of the stuff. I was just, you know, fighting everybody. But it makes a huge difference. So I figure I might as well start early on this game. Because it really does make a difference. Alright, we've got all of my ammo and stuff. Get as much scrap as we can. You want to try and get all the scrap you can before you finish this, because it counts it towards your score. And even though you can collect it afterwards, no, stop grabbing your gun, just block. That's the problem with having games that use two controls for, one control for multiple things. When you're in the middle of a battle trying to do one thing and it does another, it gets kind of annoying. Whereas if you just had a different, and I think this game may have been created for console only, is my guess. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't understand how a lot of that stuff works. I'm not a young tech savvy kiddo. But a lot of times these games are made for a console and then they make them later for PC. And I think what happened with this one is it was probably a console only game. So you got like 5 buttons. And then they converted it to a PC game, which, kept those same like 5 buttons. You just have to use them for everything. So they just converted it over to the keyboard and mouse. I mean, I don't know if that's the way it was, but or the way it is, but that's from what I've gathered and what I can tell. But Again, I'm not a techie person, so I'm not really sure. I can build computers because I enjoy the hardware aspects of it, but I'm by no means a well-knowledged computer person. My cousin Chad is. I guess you could say he's my brother. We grew up together like brothers because his mom passed away at a young age, and so him and his sister had to move in with us, and so we kind of grew up together. And it was a sad deal. There's more to it than just that, but it's very, very personal, and I would never want to give out that information without his knowledge or anything like that. And, but, well, there we go. Got it up. I should have knocked that down first, just in case. But, you know, he's a really great guy. But he had some issues growing up, and he had a hard time dealing with my family because we were raised differently. My dad raised me very, very different than what his parents would raise him. So that was a tough challenge for us both. But he's a super genius when it comes to well, just anything really. He's a really smart guy. But when it comes to computers, I haven't met anybody that's smarter than he is. Literally, and I know that's like, you know, it's hard to say because you don't know enough people. There's plenty of people that are intelligent, but not like this, man. Like he amazes me. He should really like work for NASA or, you know, some super high tech company. But you know, he doesn't. He's got his own things that he does, and that's cool, you know. Well, that was dumb. Didn't help at all. But no, he goes by the name of Lee now, because that was his middle name. And he lives in Utah. And yeah, he's a really smart dude. So I picked up a lot of the hardware, the computer building and hardware aspects from him. But I'm not nearly as educated on this stuff like he is. He literally is a genius. Like tested as such too. In school there was just, he was like, I think 2 years old, and just he would read encyclopedias. I don't mean just looking through it. Like this kid could read the encyclopedias at 2. It was wild. Like I started walking at a young age, and I could do things mechanically that he could never do. I would be a black thumb or black finger or whatever in Mad Max world, you know. But he was more into like the computers and programming and all that stuff. And it's a shame that my parents didn't understand that more and accept that. Like my dad was so against technology that he refused to have a computer or televisions or anything like that in the house. Like we almost lived like Amish people. which there's nothing wrong with. I would love to go and live as the Amish do, because I don't like society anymore. And but it's a shame, because had they supported him or I in those types of things, I think we could have done better in our lives. I think we would have had a better chance at a good career and being able to support ourselves. My dad owned a trucking company. Well, my grandfather owned a trucking company, so my dad just grew up in trucking, as did I. I just grew up in trucking because when you're born into that, that's all you're going to know. And we were. I was picked up from the hospital in a 1971 Kenworth truck. And I just grew up in the floorboard of that thing as a baby, just chilling in the floorboard. I can still kind of remember looking up under the bottom of the dash while he was driving and stuff. That's the weird stuff I remember. I don't know why I remember it, but those are like the weird images I have in my head from that time. But I think that if they would have supported him in what he enjoyed doing, I think he would have been a much, much more successful person in his adult age. And I think the same with me, but because mine was more mechanically inclined. Oh, I can't get the driver too far. So that kind of coincided with trucking. So instead of like trucking, I would be a mechanic for the trucks and trailers and stuff.
Tear that tire right off.
Missed it. And so it was a little bit different situation for myself than for Chad, because he was technologically advanced compared to the rest of our family, and it was frowned upon. So he didn't really have a chance to do what he desired and make it a career and to do something about it. You know, because my dad was like, well, if you're not slaving over a manual labor job, you're worthless. And so it kind of forced us both to have to do that type of
I'll
work.
keep an eye.
And neither one of us are really good at that stuff. I mean, I'm a great mechanic and I can build stuff. I'm a fabricator. And I'm good at it, man. I've built full-on trailers for heavy haul and hauling gravel and rock and stuff by building end dumps. Like, with my own two hands, full-on built these things. Not like, oh, I make a little trailer to pull behind a car. These were professional grade, large commercial vehicle trailers. And my dad sent me off to the different truck schools for like Bendix brake systems. So I was an authorized Bendix brake mechanic. I could do ABS on trucks where it required licensure to do it, and he allowed me to do that stuff, but only because it benefited the trucking company, not because it was something I enjoyed. I'll let him fix the car. I didn't mean to land sideways. But I think if he had allowed us to work towards what we enjoyed, versus what he needed. I think Chad and I both, well, sorry, Lee, he goes by Lee now, I gotta remember that. He does not like his Chad name. And that's alright. But, you know, I think we both would have had a better outlook in our lives. I had a hard time keeping jobs because, you know, I worked for my dad's company for so long. Well, you do that type of work long enough, and sure, you're an extremely knowledgeable and skillful person, but in our world of show us proof or it didn't happen, there was no way to prove that I could do those things because I worked for my dad's company. I didn't work for some big corporate office that, you know, had all the... Oh, no. It's off. So when I did go and work for these places, it went one of two ways. Either we didn't do it the way they wanted it. I didn't do it the way they wanted it because of, you know, OSHA or some other form of regulation that wouldn't allow you to do it a certain way. Or I would do things so well that the other people that I worked with didn't like it. Because I'm a workaholic. If I go to a job, I put in 110% in everything I do. And, oh, I'm too far. And so I get a lot of flack from other employees because they don't want to work so hard. And so then when I work circles around them, it makes them look bad, and they're literally all like, they're out to get me. And I know that sounds facetious to say, but like, for reals, like, I will work circles around people, and they don't like that. So it kept me from keeping jobs when I did work for other people. Like when I went into the service, I had the same problem because I would outwork anybody in my division, and they hated me for it because nobody else wanted to work as hard as I did. So it made them look bad. Like, you're working too hard. Now we all have to keep up with it. Because in the military, everybody's got to be the same. If you're not, there's a problem. You know? And, excuse me. So I had a lot of haters in the military that didn't like how much I worked, because then they would have to do the same. When it came to having to change divisions, or like when I wanted to transfer into somewhere else or to a different job, I wasn't allowed to do it because my chain of command knew that if they lost me, they couldn't get the job done. And so they would like deny my transfers and stuff. And it was always the same nonsense. Well, we don't have enough manpower to do what you do. Well, that's not my problem. Like, you guys gotta have everybody do that stuff because it's the military. Like, they should have more people that could do that, not rely on one person to do it. And when I worked in weapons elevators, that was the worst. I mean, sure, I enjoyed it, but I didn't want to stay in that. I wanted to do other things. But a lot of times when I would strive to do more, I couldn't because I would get denied on my chits and stuff. If you don't know what a chit is, it's a piece of paper that says you could do something in the military. You have to have one for just about everything. You have to have a chit to go on leave. You have to have a chit for no shaving. Anything that you do out of the ordinary that your division is doing, you have to have a chit that allows you to do it. It's just a piece of paper signed by your chain of command that says, yeah, it's okay for this guy to do this thing. And as many times as I've turned in chits or waivers to move to a different division or to do a better job, they would always get denied. And 9 times out of 10, it was because they knew that if I left, they weren't. Oh, that's not a car. It's a rock. I literally thought it was one of these cars just sitting there. Oh, those things blow up. Woo! I got out of there just in time. Yeah, those things are strapped with explosives and they blow up on you. So I got to a point where I was like, well, fine, you guys don't want to, allow me to transfer. I'm just going to get out of the Navy. So I got out and just left them hanging. And I had a lot of people hate me for that. But that's what you get for treating people that way. I did it to jobs too. Oh, okay. You don't want me to move forward because you like how well I work? Well, I'm just not going to work. I'll quit. I'll go somewhere else where my skill and my knowledge is valued. And that's the bad thing about society now. We have a lot of people that are that way. And they just, for their own devices, they will screw you out of a job. For their own selfishness or whatever, So I don't work well with others. At all. I do my own thing. Although, like right now, I started this new job. It's at a plastics manufacturing company. Great people to work for. Fantastic people to work for. Like, I couldn't be happier with the owner and his son that run the place. However, I immediately started seeing these same problems that I see everywhere else. As soon as I started outworking all the other employees, then I started getting treated differently. The lady that does a lot of the work in there, like I would call her a manager, I suppose, like a floor manager. But I don't know what her actual title is, so I can't really say. And I immediately started noticing a difference the more I would work. And then I found out later from the owner's son that she didn't like the fact that I was able to replace 3 of her employees for what I was doing. And I found out later on that these employees were her friends. So she basically wanted her friends to work there doing a piss poor job than to have me work there getting the job done without the need for these other 3 people and get it done correctly and in a timely manner. I mean, they went from, for one example, are these bags that we punch out. We perforate these bags for a large farming outfit. I'm not going to name their names. They'd prefer me not to speak about them.
Can't see why anyone would want to hook up with that nasty
so
hunchback
these
of yours.
these companies, they're all large, well-known corporations that order stuff from them. And so the bags that they're perforating, their average was 1 bag every 3 minutes. Okay, 1 bag every 3 minutes, huh? They were literally taking the bags out of a box because they came in a big roll, and then they would tear them out individually, lay them on a table, pull them through the perforator machine, stamp it 4 times, which was overkill, and then restack the bags, and then pack them in bunches of 3. And each roll that they would do this to was 50 bags. So they were doing it this way, and it was taking up all kinds of time. So then I get there, and the boss is like, yeah, if you know of anything to make this go quicker, by all means, apply it. So I did. I got a steel rod. I put it inside the roll of bags. I stuck it up on 2 ladders to make a frame. And I pulled the bags out of that along their table and into the perforation machine. I made 3 marks on the table of the perforation machine. And if you lined it up perfectly on those marks, you could only do 3 punches and it would give you the same amount of holes as they were doing with 4 punches. And then instead of stacking them individually and packing them by 3s, I re-rolled the whole flipping bag and put it back in the same box. So I got it down to 3 bags per minute. And I was able to use the same box they came out of instead of throwing that away and reuse and then buying new boxes, which is what this lady was doing. So she was having them pack this stuff into new boxes. So now I've done away with her 3 people. I've cut the time way down on how long it takes to do that. So I don't have to do anything in here, do I? So I cut the time way down on making the bags, and now I don't have to pay for extra boxes. I've saved this company so much time and money, it's ridiculous. And then she started hitting me with all the same BS that all these other companies do. She started having me come in late. Oh, be here at 10, or be here at 9, or when everybody else is starting at 8. You know, or just like random stuff. And
You gotta treat her careful, like.
she would kind of mess with things to make it to where I wasn't making as much money, because it would cut down on the amount of hours that I could work and stuff. So basically, like, if it was another job, she would be cutting my hours. But since I was getting paid by the piece, you know what I mean, she couldn't really affect my pay. So what she was doing was cutting out my hours, telling me to show up at these late times and leave at these early times. And when the boss found out about it, he was like, no, that's not going to happen. We need to get this done. It's not about her ideas. It's about getting this job done for the client. And so now they're dealing with her on that, which is nice. You know, I've always been the one that got rid of because I worked too hard. Now I'm at a company that appreciates how hard I work, and they're gonna help me to stop that nonsense. So I don't know, like, if any of you guys have that same kind of issue or anything, let me know. Like, I feel like I'm alone in this. Like, I always feel like I can't succeed because somebody else is always trying to keep me from doing it for their own. Oh, there he is. For their own ideologies and selfish ideas and stuff. So I mean, I'm just trying to do the best job that I can do, you know? That's just the way I am. And I feel like a lot of people, they don't like that because then they have to do the same and they don't want to have to do all that. I get it, and sometimes jobs are hard. And if you can just get away with... You need to destroy the wires. What wires? Oh, okay, I see them. Down here. Oh, okay. I gotcha. It's tied down. And you know, I'll admit, I'm being at my age and the generation that I grew up in. I don't know how to destroy these. Probably have to use the harpoon. You know, but I'll be the first to admit I can't do certain things. So I don't try to. Like when it comes to tech and stuff like that, like I have 2 degrees. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. You know, I have 2 degrees and both of them are like engineering. Like one degree is an associate's of science in mechanical engineering and robotics. And the other one is a Bachelor of Science in digital filmmaking. So, and I did that because I wanted to learn a little bit more technology and modern stuff. So that's why I did that. I liked film. I liked doing stuff with movies and whatnot. I found out that I'm not good at it. But I was good enough to graduate at the top of my class. But I physically am not good at, like, what got me into the filmmaking was I enjoyed photography. And I thought, oh yeah, I'm good at photography because I was always told, like, I was good at photography. So I thought, cool, I'll do cinematography. And I was good at it, you know what I mean? But I wasn't great at it. But what I did find out I was good at was editing. So then I started learning like computers and stuff, and that's kind of what got me working on computers, is having to build my own computers versus buying a Mac. The Mac that I needed to do editing was like $52,000. I don't want to pay $52,000 for a computer, but I knew I needed it for work, but I just didn't want to spend that much money. So I learned how to build my own Windows-based computer. So now I have a PC. And that's why I built this PC. I spent a bunch of money building this, but only a fraction of the cost of that Macintosh. And so, I'm still learning that stuff, and it's not something that they taught me in school. They, even with a digital degree, they didn't teach us all of that stuff. They basically gave us a computer, some applications, and we learned how to use the applications creatively, which is cool. That was the whole idea, right? Create films, so you got to be creative with it. I'm not a creative person. I'm I kind of have some creativity. Like I paint. And when I do painting, they're all from my mind. I don't, like, look at things and paint what I see. But it's still a lot different.
I shall protect the magnum opus
And,
as best I can.
So it was a big change for me to do a digital degree, like a degree in digital sciences. But I still did it. I did it to the best of my abilities, and I'm glad that I did. Yeah, level 3. But yeah, that's kind of the downfall of working hard in our society, where everybody just wants to do the bare minimum because they still get paid for it.
There, take the fuel tank. It's naked.
Oh, missed it. Oh, now they're on my way. Oh, those guys do some damage with those big bumpers.
He hits nitro. He's gonna ram.
Oh.
Oh, it's one of Scrotus's convoys.
Yeah, you guys crash into them.
It carries a great and powerful artifact on its hood.
serve us well to wield
I don't even
such
know where I'm
mysterious
going
force.
right now. I've been babbling about my nonsense and degrees and stuff that don't matter. Not that the game matters either. I just... You know, I'm just rambling. I'm just trying to talk. I'm just trying to be interesting for you guys. After I stopped doing film work, and I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I stopped doing film work because I wasn't willing to sell myself. You know what I mean? I just wasn't willing to sell my soul to make money, and I'm still not. I'd rather work hard to earn what I make versus.
Watch out! We're in his line of fire!
You know, overcharging a bunch for.
He's going head on!
Oh man, do I have any rounds? I do. There we go. Trash in the car though. Let me stop and let him fix it.
Got it.
So,
You shoot the
you know,
flare.
when I
Marky
stopped doing
comes to the
film,
rescue. Yes.
mostly during COVID, so Hollywood got shut down pretty much. And I'll tell you, it's not because COVID that they got shut down. They got shut down because of the Epstein issue and the Ghislaine Maxwell. Most of Hollywood shut down because they were all the people doing the nasty stuff with the kids, and they're all the Satanists in this world. So if you don't fall in line with that stuff, you don't work. You don't sell your soul, you don't work. And I wasn't about to deal with all of that stuff.
Be vigilant for the boom boom!
And I also
in this
didn't feel
region.
comfortable charging insane amounts of money for the minimal amount of work I was actually doing. And my brothers, they're like, dude, it doesn't matter, just make that dough, you know. But I hate money. I hate money. I think it's a blight on society. It's not even real. It's a fiat. It's currency. It's not money. Real money, gold and silver, you don't have that anymore. And we have a controlled... can I climb these? No. Okay. We have a controlled currency that enslaves you. And I don't want anything to do with that stuff. And yeah, it's hard to live that way, but I'd rather live a difficult, labor-intensive life than to sell my soul for a few bucks of, you know, a fake currency that is about to get collapsed and destroyed anyways, and in lieu of a digital currency that they can control you with even more. So I got out of that, and that's kind of when I started playing video games, because I had this awesome computer at the time.
Lord Scrota's horse!
And, you know, what do you do with a heavily built editing computer that you're no longer using to edit with? Play video games! So that's what I do with this computer. I just turned it into a video game computer. I got rid of all of my, all the apps for filmmaking, because I'm not going to pay those stupid subscriptions either. Those subscription services are a joke. Don't buy into them. Like, even if you're working, you know, it's kind of a mess to deal with. I think if you're going to buy something, you should own it, and that's it. And the old applications, you could buy like Adobe CS6 or whatever, and you'd own it. It was on a disc. You had it. You never had to do anything to upgrade it. And then they started making all these upgrades where you had to pay for the upgrade. And then they made it to where it's now like Creative Cloud. Now it's all on the cloud, and you have to pay them money to have it on your computer, and you got to log in every time you want to use it. That's how they track you. They know when you're spending your money, where you're spending your money, and when you're using what you spent it on. And cars are coming to that. That's why I'm against electric vehicles. I'm against electric vehicles because there's too much control over them. They're a toxic waste that's going to become a major issue in the near future. They're highly unstable, lithium ion. But dude, I have to put my batteries for my RC cars in a special bag so they don't explode and burn your house down when you charge them. And those are the same batteries they put in Teslas and all these electric vehicles. It's the exact same battery, just on a larger scale. And they're horrible for the environment. And then not to mention all the slave labor it takes to mine that stuff. And then it's all coming from China. Like, we're totally dependent on China because people keep buying cheap Chinese junk that they don't need. And now we're sending all of our manufacturing to them. And it has become a major issue in our society, and everybody's scared to talk about it because it makes them feel icky, or, oh, I don't want to feel that way, or I don't want to know, I just want to live my life. But that's why we're in the situation that we're in, because people don't want to talk about it.
We got a powder cook thanks to you.
You know, it's like politics, man. Nobody wants to talk about politics or religion, but then they wonder why we're in such a bad position. We're in a bad position with it because nobody wants to talk about it and discuss it like adults to make sure that we can fix it. And they don't want to know about history because it makes them uncomfortable, but then they turn around and they repeat it. Craziness, man. Craziness. And the younger generation just doesn't seem to get it. But I feel for you guys because it's my generation that kind of ruined it for you. So you didn't even have a chance to begin with. But I could go all day, like, talking about problems in society, and nobody wants to hear it. I get that. But if you don't, then you're going to continue to make it worse. So you have to discuss the problems so you know how to fix them.
She won't protect you no more.
I'm not really sure what happened there. Like, I went up on that thing or something. I used to have a podcast. It was on not Spotify. I don't remember. Anyway, I had them on a few different things, and that was my thing. Was What the Cuss with Spike and Friends, and it's like, do you remember the show? Well, I don't know the show's name, but it's got a character. He's like a fat guy, and it's Family Guy. There we go, Family Guy. And Peter Griffin, and he had What Really Grinds My Gears or whatever. It was like a news show, and that was pretty much What the Cuss with Spike and Friends. And I would have like different people come on, and we would discuss things like that most people didn't feel comfortable discussing. And it's good to do that stuff. It's good to talk to people about what you agree and don't agree with, because even though it might cause a slight amount of disagreements. It's how we deal with the problems and situations that we're in. And that's the only way you can do it. And our society has gotten so offended that nobody can say anything that's against what the norm is. And it's become a sad problem. But I won't do that here. I'm not gonna, you know, this is for video games. I might randomly say a few things, but I won't bore you with all of my political banter and how both parties are exactly the same, just different sides of the same coin, which is what I believe. I don't believe that voting in a two-party system is going to get you anywhere. It's the illusion of having a choice when you don't. They're the same exact group of people. So, but yeah, that's enough of that. I won't get into that because I know that this isn't the platform for it. You know what I mean? This is a platform for enjoying yourself, having a good time playing video games. And that's what I'd rather do. But I am a very opinionated person. Let's see. Which one's more full? Refuel. I don't think I need fuel, but I'm going to do it anyways. And then I'll take this one and put it away. Alright. But yeah, it's New Year's Eve. I hope everybody's going to have a wonderful night tonight. You know, just be safe and be smart about it. You know, I know drinking is a popular pastime for this holiday, and I want everybody to stay safe out there and, you know, be mindful. Don't drink and drive. And you know, be safe but enjoy yourself at the same time. You know, you gotta have. There's got to be a slight aspect of danger in something. And I get that, but you can be smart about it too and alleviate some of the risks involved with being dangerous. I didn't expect to get stuck in here. Here, fix the car while I deal with this guy.
Don't leave him here! We'll all be sprouted!
Did he say scrapified?
Pipe ain't gonna help you, asshole!
Yeah, I hear you, but I don't see you anywhere. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. I know there's more stuff in here. Yeah, find it all. Man, I remember when I was in the military, it was like a New Year's or something like that. I think it was New Year's. I don't remember. It could have been another holiday. And we went and stayed at a friend of mine's house that was just right down the street from the place we were port at, and this was in Virginia. We were in dry dock in Norfolk, or no, I'm sorry, Newport News, Virginia, and a buddy of mine had a house just right down the road. So we went there for New Year's and had a little party, and we was, getting drunk, having a good time, and I passed out in the floor. And when I woke up, man, they had drawn all over me. I mean, bad. And one of the things that they did was using a Sharpie to do it. Instead of like something, just like a regular marker, they used a Sharpie. And they wrote AO1 Colette. Now, if you know military rank, AO1 would designate our rank, our rate, which is the job that you do, and the AO is aviation ordnance. So I built explosives and bombs and stuff like that, which is why when I worked on the elevators, they were weapons elevators, because we were in charge of the weapons, movement of weapons and stuff. And one would be first class petty officer. So this was a petty officer, first class of aviation ordnance. So, and he is a good friend of mine, AO1 Colette. Probably more than he'll ever understand. He was kind of like my dad away from home kind of thing, because he was older and more knowledgeable about things, especially things that we did in the military, being a first class and stuff. And so somebody wrote AO1 Colette, which was his name, on my forehead. They wrote AO1 Colette is my bitch. And I tried and tried and tried to wash this off, and I could not get it off my face. And I had to go on duty the next day, and oh my gosh, dude, I had to go across the quarterdeck. If you don't know what a quarterdeck is on a big Navy ship, the quarterdeck is where you have to cross when you're coming on board. And you have to go up there with your ID card. You salute the ensign. You salute the officer on deck. And you hold up your ID and you salute the guys and you say permission to come aboard. So when I got there and had to salute, it basically, I was saluting with AO1 Colette is my bitch on my forehead. And yeah, that did not fly with the officer on deck.
That's prime scrap just driving away.
So they called the officer in charge for duty that day. They called my chief. They called my warrant officer that was in charge, my gunning officer. And they called AO1 Colette, and they had them all come to the... They weren't going to let me on board the ship. They, Do I have any ammo? Yeah. Alright.
I need in. There's got to be a weakness.
And so... They all had to come up to the quarterdeck to get me. And they were not happy about it. And they found out later that it was somebody from a different division. It was G2, which was small arms. Somebody from G2 was who wrote that on my forehead. It's fun in games, but it did cause some negative effects. And there's things that we don't think about, you know what I mean? We're just trying to have a good time, so... Why do they keep calling me a gas towner?
Forget not the grand culture what sits on the hood. You have been naked.
I'm not fast enough with that right click. But see, right click is also to pull out your shotgun, which I don't want to do. I'm just trying to block. So block and pulling out the shotgun is the same button. So back to my story. So yeah, they wrote all this stuff on me, and I had to go. Whoa, that guy's crazy. Take him out real quick. And it was all fun and games, but you got to be mindful of what you do, because you don't think about how it's going to affect you or somebody else in the moment. You're just having a good time. But it goes the same with just anything as a civilian driving, for instance. We start drinking and then we don't think about it. We think, oh, we're okay. We're just going to drive down the road. It's not that far. I'm not going to hurt nobody. And then before you know it, you done killed a bunch of kids in a car because you wanted to have fun without being responsible. So I want to encourage everybody that, enjoy it. Have a good time. By all means, get hammered. I don't care. But just be responsible, you know what I mean? Think of other people and try not to be too selfish about things. Because somebody could get hurt or, or worse, they could die. But that being said, man, get out there and have a good old time. It's the last day of 23. We know that we've all had a rough year. A rough few years, so enjoy it, make the best of it, and make 2024 like the best year we've had yet. And that's all I can really say about that stuff. I would like to say something more cheerful, but I don't really have anything. I'm not gonna lie, I remind myself of the song Man in Black from Johnny Cash. I'd love to wear a rainbow every day and tell the world that everything's okay. But I can't, you know what I mean? It's not. Our water's full,
Oh,
but
this horrid smudge! It seems to want to swallow her beautiful rubber.
are there people out here? I'm gonna check this out. I don't want to get any closer because I don't know if that stuff will get me stuck or not. Oh, this is one of those underground bases where it just looks like this boat, but then there's a big old thing underground. Yep. There's gonna be people down here. Oh, this is bigger than I thought. Okay, I'm full. I need to get a bigger ammo belt. Come on, there's got to be somebody in here. I'm pretty sure there's somebody in here. This place is too big to not be inhabited. See, now I've got that Johnny Cash song stuck in my head. But I can't sing it. I don't want to trigger any kind of copyrights or anything. Twitch is real bad about that.
Stopping here? Not wise. Not wise. Huh? Or have you had a vision from the angel?
Alright, where are we at? Let's figure some stuff out here. Sniper. I've found that this has been like the easiest way to, in my other game, this has been the easiest way to like deal with this stuff. Oh, there's some, what's in here? Is it marked? It is. I've not noticed this one before. But I've found that clearing out these spaces one at a time, especially in Jeet's territory, is easier than running around following the story. Because the story will send you all over the map. And then by the time you get to where it wants you to go, you haven't upgraded anything and you're weak and you can't defeat anybody. Very well. Distinctly, okay. I didn't think they ate dogs back then. That's what he said last time. Well, here's a lookout. Let me use my binoculars. What do we got here? War crier. I don't see any. Oh, yeah, there's that. So those towers, they throw fireballs and Molotov cocktails and stuff at you. And to take them out, you got to hit those tanks at the bottom or drive through the tower. Now you can shoot the tanks, or you can use the harpoon. The harpoon works really well also. Oh man, this coffee's going through me. I'm gonna have to go to the restroom. Alright, I'll be right back, you guys. Give me a second, please. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. There's just no easy way to do that. I'm sure there is, but yeah, we're not going to get into that one. So let's see, can I? Do I have it? Yeah, I've got enough ammo for this, I think. About 4.
I gotta get into that camp.
See fuel tank anywhere for the its defenses. I think it's on the other side. So I'm going to drive around over there to the other side and see what I can hit. If you stay far enough away, it won't alert the territory or the camp.
Reflex! Scope! Long shot!
Headshot. Oh.
You did it!
We'll go ahead and tear that tower down while we're at it. I don't know whether or not leaving the tower up allows new snipers to appear. I just assume to tear them down since you can. There's probably a reason that you can, so you might as well do it, you know what I mean? I didn't want to use that round on
A small camp.
I'm not seeing a tank. All right, I'm gonna sneak up in there.
The Guardian stands ready to honk and holler.
If you can find a yellow mark, there's like sometimes you can sneak into these places, like between containers and stuff like this. But I don't want to give myself away either, because then they'll alert everybody else. So try and be sneaky about it. Not that I'm very sneaky on a video game. See, now they're gonna see me. They'll alert. Yeah. Oh, eliminated. All right, that works for me. I'm pretty sure there's a way into this place without going through the main gate. I just gotta find it. Maybe not. Maybe I just have to like gung-ho it through the main gate. I thought there was a hidden area that you could go through. It's usually painted with yellow paint. Oh wait, I think I see it. Oh no, it was just the ladder on the inside. Or I'll have to use the car to get in. Which is no biggie. I thought for sure there was a... Yeah, you can tell I'm American. I keep getting into the left side of the car. I used to have a right-hand drive car, but not enough to like be used to that. You know? Go ahead and drink some water, and I'll fill it back up. It's about to get crazy again. Gonna be a bunch of people on the back side of this door.
Scrotus owns the Great White. Get out or die. I'll walk this. Welcome. Get your
Oh crap, I blew myself up. Where's the war crier? I like these things. Yeah. More of these. These things are rad. Another transfer tank over there. Yeah, these things are definitely worth having. I don't even use these in the other game. It's the first time I've really, like, I came across them once, but I didn't really use them. Alright, I think that's all down here. I gotta go up. I go down there, get some more of those, get another one of those explosive thingies. This thing. I don't know what you call these. I bet it shows you. Tools and weapons. Thunderstick. Cool. Yeah, those things are awesome. Oh. Alright, back at it. Go up before I go down. I want to make sure I get everything at the top side. Okay, that's everything up here without going over there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. Okay, I'm gonna go down again before I go back up. I'm gonna go down. I didn't mean to jump. Dang it. Whoa, get out of there. Yeah, that got me good. Man. Here's some food. I mean, it did the job, but I didn't want to hurt myself in the process. Are there any more of those tanks down here? Let me grab this thing. I don't know if there are or not. Oh, excuse me. I feel like I'm missing something down here. I gotta break that open from the other side. Like, I hear them. I keep hearing somebody running around down here, but I'm not finding him. Maybe I don't need this right now. Am I missing a spot? These things become like mazes. Alright, I don't see any other exits or entrances, so I must be going in the right direction. And I did find out that you can blow stuff up through these grates. Like if you see tanks on the other side of the grates, you can just still set the can on the side that you're on, and it'll still blow it up. Like you don't have to get to the other side to do it. Oh, this is where I came from. Okay. See, I keep hearing like the grunt of a war boy or something in here. Alright, oil. Better be prepared to fight. Oh, okay. Sometimes it's hard to get out of the way of these explosions. Alright, I think I can go up here. Oh, you know what? This is where I can't until that's open, so I have to open that up from down below. Or I mean up above. So I can come back down below. And then oh, these things are mazes, man. And go back up, and I can go across the bridge to get to the other side. And then go back down if I have to. Looks like it's getting dark. Everything up here is destroyed. I think I just gotta go up to the bridge. Go across.
Up that ladder, double time!
Is there another war crier in here? I don't see him.
Hold it for now! We're under attack! We're attacked!
Whoa. They actually came up this time. Usually they don't do that. They just stay where they're at, expecting you to come down to them. So that's new. Little
leech boy!
Here.
You try to mess with Gas Town? Not today. Not ever.
Oh crap!
You won't make it out of here alive.
Yeah, throwing cans back at myself. I'm not gonna get out of here alive. That was the last one I had up here too.
Here it comes! To your posts!
Got 3 more. Where are they at?
They're
They're
coming
gonna be
for me.
underground probably.
But I down! I don't nobody through! Cockroach looking for a corpse! Of course these stinkholes were trying to run us down! Go get your tools and get ready to shed some blood!
Alright, are there any more? Because I've got 2 rounds.
Sneaky little tunnel rat! He's out! Gotta keep up!
Yeah, there's gonna be more, but I need to blow up the stuff that's in here first. Oh, I should have knocked that down while I was up there. That was a little bit too close. There's some more. Yeah, I need to go back up, I think. Kick that ladder down so I can go back and forth easier. It'd be cool to have like dungeon maps in these to give you an idea of where everything is and where you're going. As far as I can tell, I can't get up there yet. Oh, it's not gonna go high. Oh, it still got it. Sweet. Oh, that was it. So that keeps me from fighting the rest of the people. This gate is still... Are there still people in here then? No, I guess not. Oh, and this is unlocked as well. To go back, that's where I was. Oh, excuse me. So there was another insignia somewhere. I'd like to get it. I know it doesn't count because I did it afterwards, but I still try and go around and get them all. Oh no. Might as well just call it. I did the deed. Go get my car. Oh wait, is that the insignia? Yeah, alright, let's go get that insignia. I think it was over here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Oh, cool. It did actually give it back to me. Get back to the car. Oh wait, is this the car? Man. Sorry, bud. Looks Looks like it's cleared out Jeet's territory a little bit. It's not complete. I'll have to go out in the buggy with the dog and get rid of these minefields, and then this will turn white. And then I'll go to the next area. So far that's been like the easiest way I've found to do this game. Is just do one section at a time and then just start working your way through them. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's time consuming, but you know, that's been the best way to do it. Versus trying to like rush through the storyline. Wait, where am I going right now? I just want to go all the way to Jeet's. Let's get to Jeet's. I want to build up. You get far enough away from them, you don't have to deal with them. But sometimes you want to deal with them. Like sometimes I want one of those cars. In my other game, I take out every single one I can by causing them to stop, beating them up, and then taking their cars. If we're close enough, I might do it. No, they stop. Because sometimes you can get them up here to stop and then just take their cars inside. You can only take one at a time, though. As soon as you go inside, the other car disappears.
Up in here, only the best come. See, you ain't the best. Yes, yes. Be busy killing us. So he's soft. Kill us.
Alright, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? There we go. See, they're like a yellow color, and then they turn this weird blue color when they're ready to be built. Yeah, now I can get fuel every time I come in here, which is nice. Yeah, each one of these that you do, the stronghold, yeah, improves and gets bigger and stuff. They like start cleaning it up and stuff like that.
I'm busy. Leave. Things are quiet now. I hope I get some shut-eye tonight.
I need one more part for this one, okay. Cleanup crews will gather scrap and clean the area and stuff like that, so it's kind of, I mean, they're all important.
Get on now and pitch the boss.
See, I don't know if I want to do this time, because I would rather upgrade all of my stuff first. I kind of need to. Let's upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade some stuff. No. No. So I guess I can't really do that yet. I bet I can upgrade the car some though. No. Just want to see them. Yeah, see, that's just like 2 spikes on the side. That's not really going to do anything. I guess it gives quite a bit on the border defense. How did I unlock? Alright, whatever. See, that's a little better. It's not too bad. I don't really want to waste 400 of my stuff on it though. Same with these, they're not worth it to waste your scrap on, I don't think. Yeah, I'll do the suspension lift because it really helps, surprisingly enough. And then I can't do the deep treads. Oh, I've got those already. The next one up, oh, it's gut gaseous territory. It upgrades the tires on the buggy as well. Let's upgrade the harpoon while we're at it, because we need that. You want to try and upgrade the harpoon as much as possible. No, I don't have enough. Okay, that's all right. All right, well, that's better than it was, so that'll help. And I don't think that I can really do much more. Oh, I guess I could do a bigger motor, but whatever, it's all good. We'll get some more scrap and deal with that stuff. Alright. Well, it's been 2.5 hours. Didn't seem like it, but I'm going to take a break. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my stream and try and come back this afternoon. My family is sick. And it's New Year's. I don't know that we're going to be doing anything since they're sick. So if nothing's going down in the house, like if they don't want to do anything, like if they're all sleeping and stuff, I'll probably come out and do a New Year's stream. I think that would be kind of cool to do. I've never been involved with anything like that. I'll just start like an hour early and you know, go for a couple of hours, ring in the new year, and then call it quits. But we'll see how things go with my family, and you know, we'll go from there. But if I don't see you guys tonight and continue the game, I appreciate you all. I appreciate you coming in and watching. Please follow. I'd like to get my follow count up, and you know, drop me some information in my, if you go to my page and my about, or my profile, and you go to the about, there's a little section in there that you can give suggestions or tell me what kind of games you want to see, or if you have any suggestions for how I do my streams or what to talk about or anything like that. You have interest, let me know. I'd like to kind of do more stuff that's relevant to my viewers. You know, I'm doing this because I enjoy it, but you guys are the ones that make it happen. You guys are the ones that are watching, and you know, I want to try and cater to you, because that's otherwise, if I'm not doing that, why am I even on here? You know what I mean? Like, I can still play the game without streaming it. But I enjoy it, playing and offering that for you guys to watch. So, yeah, I guess that's it. And I'm going to go ahead and pause it and save it. Now, I've started going to the autosaves and just doing this. Because the last few times that I didn't and I came back, it didn't actually save anything. So, I had to redo a bunch of stuff. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if you're on the other side of the pond, your New Year is approaching, or if it hasn't already. And, you know, stay blessed. And stay true to yourself. And just try and do better every day. Be it playing video games or living your life. You know, you want to become a better person, you have to work at being a better person each and every day. And I try and do that. But I am in no position really to say I'm a better person. I just try. You know what I mean? That's all we can all do is try and be better tomorrow than we did today, and do better today than we did yesterday. And that's kind of what I strive for. But again, thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. Please follow and or subscribe. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not at that level. I've only got like four followers, I think. I had 6, but 2 of them were not real, I guess. They were bots or something, and they got deleted. So I don't know how that stuff works, but I do appreciate you guys, and I want to thank you for watching my videos. I've noticed that my numbers are up on my viewers, and I appreciate that. My last video got 9 views, and that's cool. I really appreciate you guys checking me out. Anyways, stay blessed, and until next time.